Hi guys, this is Allison again for your lesson for your snow scene, and this is lesson 2. And as you can see, we did this sky and we got a nice cloud there. I said I was going to highlight that cloud a little bit more, so let's give that a shot. And I'll take my flat brush and I'll dip it in some white, and I'm just going to tap on a little bit of white on top of what I just did there, just to bring it out a little bit. Just tap around your tapping motion. Okay, and that's all you have to do there. So I just wanted to brighten it up a little bit there. So now all we're going to do now is we're going to take our tape off. Now see how pretty that is? Now what you're going to do now is, I said I was going to do trees, but I meant to say I was going to do snow, because this lesson is about snow and we'll get to the trees after. Now what we're going to do is we want to have our little lake going down here that I showed you earlier. So get your chalk again and decide where you want to have your lake. So say we have a little lake coming down here and widening out at the bottom. So it's probably going to run a little curve there, and then as it comes down it gets bigger. Okay, so we'll just have that as a guide. It's good to use chalk because pencil or pens usually leave a mark and sometimes they're hard to cover it up. So what I'm going to do for snow is I'm going to take some blue paint, a little bit of blue, a little bit of red. I'm going to get purplish color, okay? Then I'm going to add white to it, lighten it up. This is going to be our underpainting for our snow. There's many different ways of doing paintings, but I tried to do it the easy way to encourage you to paint. So I just mixed it up so I got a light purplish color. And what we're going to do is start underneath the sky, and it doesn't have to be perfectly straight because we're going to have trees there and it's going to change, but we have bring it over and just pull it over from outside in. I'm left-handed, so you can start wherever you want and just pull it in towards your little lake and just bring it over, pull, 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 pull over. There we go. Now when you come over by the lake, it's more of a little bit of a downhill, just so that you'll have some shape, so that you go with the lay of the land. And there you go. You just pull, pull, pull. Get yourself some more paint if you have to. And when you mix it, if it's not exactly the same colors, it doesn't matter, because it's going to be the underpainting. And it's nice to have different shades of blue and purple. Okay, so just get it on there. So start from the outside and pull in, pull, pull. Almost like push too. It's like push, push. So as long as you get it in, as soon as you come over to your lake, just make sure that you go with the lay of the land, so it looks like it's coming straight over and down a little bit towards your lake. Might take a little bit of practice, but you can always pause this video until you get it the way you want it. And the way painting is, it's just practice and keep trying until you get the look that you want. There's no right or wrong. It's what you want, what you're happy with. That's the big thing. It's what you're happy with. So if you're happy with what you see when you get it painted, then it's done correctly. It's done the way you want it done. So just keep pulling in. See, already it looks nice. So that's your underpainting. We'll do one side at a time, just so we can. Now, remember we sprayed the sky. We did a bit of mist, so you mist it again a little bit, just so that it'll stay a bit wet. And then what we'll do now is we'll put a little bit of white on there. It won't be the final highlight, but we're just going to get it started. So I'm just putting some white on both sides of my brush. And then we're going to pull in again. Same thing that you did. Just pull in. And that way the underpainting will still come through. So just pull, pull, pull. We'll just get some of that up there. Pull. This will not be the final highlight. It's just going to brighten it up a little bit so we can get it started. Put some more white paint on there. Pull. Pull. Go with the lay of the land. Okay, there we go. Alright. Let's see how that brightens it up. White paint. And I missed it, so now it's nice and wet. Not real wet, but nice and moist so that when you put it on, it will just glide. See how pretty that is? Okay. Very nice. Now we'll do the other side. So we need more white paint, so load up your palette with lots of white paint. You're going to need a lot of it. And then, you don't even need to clean your brush. Just get some more of your purple. It's a bit of red, a bit of blue, a bit of white. Get your light color. There we go, and you start from the other side. So now, you just pull in the same way. Pull in towards your little lake. Come down a little bit into your lake. There we go. Now we can, you know, any little thing that's not exactly the way you want it to be, we can do all that when we do our touch-ups and our final painting. When we're doing our lake, we'll be doing little rocks and things here, so that'll be changing it a little bit there on the sides and giving it finishing touches and things. So now, as long as you get your underpainting done, see how it's a little bit light there? That's a good thing. So I'm just going to add a bit more blue, a bit more red, a bit more white, and just keep putting it on there. Come over, and as you get by your lake, just pull into the lake. Alright, look at that. That's pretty. And then, more paint. More purplish color paint, bluish, purplish, doesn't matter. That's your underpainting. The underpainting is there to have shadows. That's the shadows in your paint. So, there we go. Just keep putting it in. See how sometimes it's a bit blue and sometimes a bit purple. That's good. Then you get one more on the purple side. Just add a bit more red. And there we go. Alright, so we'll get right in towards our lake. Now, very nice. Now you can take white. Your brush is still dirty, it's okay. Put white paint on both sides and pull in some snow right from the edge. Start from the outer edge, bring it up, right up to the top, and pull down a little bit into your lake. Okay, so if you just give these pulling motions, that will give you some highlights on your underpainting. Now what you can do again is, you need a little spritz of boop. And now, we'll add some more white. Bring in the white. I got my brush held on the horizontal chisel side. Doesn't matter, you do it this way, it's okay. Whatever way works for you. I kind of like using this way, okay? So, touch and pull. Touch and pull, touch and pull. Touch and pull. Here we go. Touch and pull. Perfect. And that's some highlights. That's not the final highlight, but that's basically how you do your snow. Alright. And what you're going to do now is you're going to need some black paint. So we're going to do our trees. Oh, that's a funny sound. So I got black, And I might add a little bit of green just to, I don't know, just to give it a little bit punch. A little bit of green. Okay. Now the trees are going to be at the top of the snow, going into the sky. So what we'll do is we'll take our big old flat brush again. As you'll notice, I use a flat bristle brush. This one here. I use these flat brushes. I find them easy. You can use whatever brushes that you find helps you. You can try all different types of brushes. So I'm just tapping into black and tapping into green. Black, but more black than green. Okay. So all I'm going to do now to make a tree is I'm going to touch up here. Touch so that you get a little tap. So there's your little tap there. See that? So when you touch that up there like that, then that's the brush is now vertical. Okay, it's like that. Okay, now I'm going to flip it around like this, and then I'm going to tap on the tree, the big tree. I'm just going back and forth. Okay, and then you can fix it up where you think it needs it. But if you get that little top up there, it makes it look like a tree. So I'm going to tap into some green, tap into some black. I'm going to flip my brush this way, the narrow side, and I'm going to put another tree next to it. Maybe something a little bit shorter. Touch. So you got your top. And then you're going to flip your brush around to the horizontal and tap back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And you got another tree. There we go. Don't worry about it going down in the snow, because that's going to be fine. Okay, so we have different sized trees. So we'll add on some more black and some more green. You can barely see the green, but that's okay. So flip your brush around again to the vertical. Maybe make a shorter one here. So there's your top. Flip your brush around horizontal. And tap, 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 tap. Back and forth, back and forth. Good, look at those little trees. Aren't they cool? Let's do another one. Let's do some small ones. Okay, I'm just tapping on here. So there we flip our brush around again to vertical. Tap. And then flip it around to horizontal. Tap back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So another one. So now we're going to make them a little bit smaller. So when we come closer to your little river or lake, you're going to have the trees coming down. So let's go a little smaller. So get your top. So that's vertical, now horizontal, back and forth, back and forth. There we go. And we make another one, small. So we get. Now you can make your trees whatever way you want to. Okay. There we go. I'm going to throw a couple little ones in between just to say there might be some trees. So let's get some black and some green. And we got vertical, horizontal. Okay. Now let's stay horizontal and just move in a little bit towards the lake to make it look like, and then just flip up a few little trees there. Okay. Just flip them up. Just touch, push. Touch and push up. Okay. Now they'll come to life when we put snow on them. So why don't we do some more on the other side? So tap into your black, a bit of green, black. So now you got vertical. Might maybe have a bigger one up here. So we'll just tap your big top of your tree, then flip around to horizontal, and then back and forth, back and forth. Okay. There we go. Like I say, if they look funny to you or they don't look right, don't worry about it, because we'll be straightening them up with snow. Okay, let's make a couple more. Let's make a smaller one right here. Alright, so vertical, horizontal. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. There we go. Good. And we'll make them smaller as we go in towards your lake. A couple of right here, one there, back and forth. All right. Like I said, that'll be all straightened up with snow and they'll come to life. Another one here, vertical, tap, horizontal, tap. Good. Now, I don't know if you want to go all the way down to your lake. It's up to you. But I'm going to throw a few in there. Okay, so I'm just going to, what I'm going to do now, because they're so small, I'm just going to tap on the horizontal brush part. Now I'm going to flip up to vertical and put a few little tops in there. Okay, a little bit messy looking, but that's fine. Maybe we might want to put them in there. So if you find too many holes, just fill them in. So it looks like we got a few trees. Now you need to fix up a few tops. You go right ahead. It's only a matter of turning your brush this way, which is vertical, horizontal, vertical. Okay, so vertical. Get a few more tops there. Okay, looks like there's some trees in the background there. See? You can punch them in. Just punch them in. Punch, 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 punch. See? That gives you some tops. Perfect. Hopefully that helps now. I don't confuse you or anything. But if you start off the way I did, then after you get it all done, then you can flip it up vertical and start punch. Just punch on top there and get a few little background trees and a few little tops of trees that you already put in. Don't worry about the mess on the bottom. So we got some trees. Good. Now we don't want to put snow on them yet because they're wet, so the black will only just mix in with the white and it won't look very good. So what we'll do while we're waiting for that, we'll clean off our brush. Why don't we clean it really good? Just tap, 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 tap. Right down into your bottle. Take the brush and punch the bottom of the bottle like you're trying to hit the bottom of the bottle, and that will take all the paint right off your brush. Because if you just swish it around, the paint will stay on your brush. Now, so we'll take some white paint. So get some more white paint. Like I said, you're going to need a lot of white paint because of the snow. Alright. Now, we're going to use these for shadows. So that's okay if they end up getting into your snow. So, won't worry about it. Just pull them into the snow. We'll just use that for shadows. See? Shadow, shadow. There we go. Now we won't leave it exactly like that. That's just there for an underpainting. So now what we'll do is go into our white. Go into your white. And underneath the trees, pull in some white. That make it look like the snow is inside the trees. Just pull, 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 pull. White, dip into white, and touch and pull, 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 touch, pull, touch, pull, touch, pull, touch, pull, touch, pull. And then just move it down into your snow. Okay, because your brush don't have much snow, white on it now, so you just pull it right into your snow. Good. And we'll do the other side. Like I said, this is not all the highlights. I'm just showing you, getting it started. So up under this tree, let's pull, touch and 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 pull, flick, flick, flick. Alright. Up under your trees, touch, pull, get some of that snow in there. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Touch, pull, touch, pull, touch, pull, touch, pull, touch, pull. Boop, boop. Good. And then what's left over on your brush, you just pull it right into the rest of the snow. There we go. Perfect. Now while we're waiting for that to dry, Let's take a smaller flat brush